So in today's discussion, we will be taking up the chameleon algorithm. So chameleon algorithm is responsible for creating clusters from the data objects or data points so that are available. So clusters will be created by this algorithm. So chameleon algorithm is a hierarchical clustering mechanism with dynamic modeling, meaning that it will use the technique of hierarchical clustering that was discussed in the previous sessions. We had seen what is hierarchical clustering. We had also discussed agglomerative clustering, which is a form of hierarchical clustering. So in the previous videos, we have done the related discussions. So how exactly chameleon algorithm will use the concepts discussed in agglomerative hierarchical clustering? We will just touch upon it and continue with the algorithm. So agglomerative hierarchical clustering technique was merging similar clusters. For example, as you can see, three clusters are there in this example: cluster A, B, and C. The question here is, which are the clusters that should be merged? Is it A, B? Is it B, C? Is it A, C? So which clusters should be merged? And the answer to this question was explored in the previous discussions. So the clusters to be merged will be decided based on the proximity between the data points in the clusters and also between the clusters itself. So what does it mean? For example, if you are using a pairwise similarity, so you take up each and every point in a specific cluster, compute the proximity to other point in a different cluster, and you obtain the average of all the data points, all the distances that were computed. So it is done with respect to cluster A and B, then come cluster A and C, then B and C. So we try to obtain pairwise proximity between data points in different clusters. Now, the two clusters which are very close to each other are the ones that will be chosen for merging. So how you decide on this? How it will be decided? So the two clusters with lower pairwise value, pairwise similarity will be the ones that will be chosen for merger. For example, so in the demonstration you can see, in this example you can see cluster A and C have a lower pairwise similarity compared to cluster A and B, meaning that they are the ones that will be chosen for merger. So this was agglomerative clustering technique, which was discussed in the previous session. We understood clusters are merged based on the similarity between the data points in various clusters. The ones with the lowest similarity or the highest similarity, so that will decide which are the ones that will be merged. So that was one approach. So we took data points in each and every cluster, computed the distance to other data points in a different cluster, and we made a decision of which which clusters are close to each other. We had also seen a different approach for achieving the same. That is, the problem is same here. The problem is we have a set of clusters A, B, C. You should decide which are the clusters that needs to be merged for agglomerative clustering, which is a form of hierarchical clustering. Is it that I should merge cluster A and B? Is it that I should merge cluster AC? Is it BC? So three options are there in front of you, and you should choose any one of it. So how it is done? So this was the second technique. The closeness of the clusters is determined by using single link. So how single link works, we had already discussed it in one of the previous sessions. We choose points on the clusters which have a minimum distance. For example, I have chosen point P1 and within cluster A, point P3 in cluster C. So how these 2 points were chosen? These 2 points were chosen because they are the points with the smallest distance between cluster A and cluster C. In similar lines, between A, B, I I have point P1 in cluster A and point P2 in cluster B. Why these 2 points were chosen? Because these are the 2 points with the smallest distance between the cluster. Like that, we compute, we find 2 points in different clusters in such a way that they have the smallest distance. And of all the smallest distances that have been obtained, the lowest one will be the clusters which are very close to each other. For example, in this case, you can see between cluster A and cluster C, the distance is 2. Between cluster A and cluster B, the distance is 5. And between cluster B and cluster C, you assume it is some 10. The distance is 10. It's not written there. We'll assume it is 10. Now, among the three values, which is the lowest value? So, the lowest value here is 2, meaning that cluster A is more closer to cluster C compared to cluster B. Also, the inference here is the distance between cluster B and C is comparatively larger. So now, which are the clusters that will be chosen for merger? So we understood it is cluster A and C. These are the two clusters that will be chosen by the agglomerative clustering algorithm, which is a form of hierarchical clustering for merger based on the distance. So in either of the mechanisms, in either of the cases, the common thing is the distance between the points in the clusters have been taken into consideration for deciding on which are the clusters that needs to be merged. So this was the agglomerative clustering, but one major problem here was with agglomerative clustering and many of the clustering algorithms, it assumes the cluster to be globular or round, spherical. Okay, but that is not the case. So for real-time data, the clusters shapes will be random. You can see the random shapes of the clusters here. This is how clusters will be in real time, not exactly circular like how it has been represented. So when it comes to this scenario, the agglomerative clustering was a failure. So it could not create clusters of varying shapes, as you can see. It could not do this effectively. This could not be done with agglomerative clustering. Agglomerative clustering could effectively work on and create clusters of this shape, but not this varying shapes, random shapes. So we have chameleon algorithm. It uses agglomerative, but with improvements, with refinements. So what is that improvement? What is that refinement that we have in chameleon algorithm? So chameleon, the objective of chameleon algorithm is same. We need to merge the clusters, and after merging the clusters, you need to come out with a new cluster, which is outcome of merging two smaller clusters. The new cluster will be larger compared to the two small clusters that were used for merging. But chameleon uses two terminologies here. One called as relative closeness, the other one is relative interconnectivity. So it is abbreviated as RC and RI. So relative closeness, relative interconnectivity. So only if and only if these two terms are satisfied, so then only the chameleon algorithm will decide to merge those clusters, ultimately ensuring that the most similar clusters are the ones that will be merged. If clusters are dissimilar, so we will not merge those clusters. Ultimately, the benefit of it is you can ensure whatever data points are there within the cluster are very closely related to one another. Now, how exactly this chameleon algorithm works? What do you mean by these two terminologies, RC and RI? So first we will take up this RC. So what RC defines? RC defines that two clusters are combined if. So what is the condition there? So if the resulting cluster is almost same as the original cluster. For example, I have two clusters here. Okay, this is cluster A, this is cluster B. Okay. Now I will merge these two clusters. You can see I have merged these two clusters. After doing a merger, do you think this cluster that has been generated is similar to the original? Definitely not. You can see, just to make you understand, I have taken this example. Cluster A has asterisk, cluster B is having circles. After merger, you have a combination of asterisk and circle. That is I mean, the similarity is comparatively low. So the chameleon algorithm will reject this merger, meaning that this is the original cluster, this is the cluster generated after merger. So both should be same. Okay, both should have similar properties. If so, it will merge, else it will reject. So that is relative closeness. So the data points that were in the original clusters, so after completing the merger, should have similar nature, similar types of proximity. So that is relative closeness. So relative closeness is talking about data points inside the cluster. So you should make a note of this point. And what is relative interconnectivity? Before going to that, you can see one more example. You can see C and D. Okay, you can see cluster C and D. Now, if I merge C and D, so will it satisfy the definition of relative closeness? Yes, definitely. You see, cluster C is having asterisk, D is also having asterisk. After doing the merger, whatever outcome you are obtaining, this is the outcome. Okay, so this outcome is almost similar to the previous one, previous two smaller clusters that were used for merging. So the output, the nature of the output, the distance between data points in the output cluster is almost similar to the input. Input here is the two clusters that were selected for merger. So this is relative closeness. So once you complete with the merger, whatever outcome you are obtaining, so the data points in that cluster should be similar to the data points in the input cluster. So this was relative closeness. Now coming to relative interconnectivity. Okay, what is this relative interconnectivity? So two clusters are combined if the points in the clusters are strongly connected. See, relative interconnectivity is talking about the edges in the clusters. So Chameleon is a graph-based algorithm. So we understood inside the clusters we have data points. The data points are connected using edges. We had already seen this in many of the previous videos. So relative interconnectivity is the outcome cluster that you have got. So should have the same connectivity as the input clusters that you have used for merging. Please note, relative closeness is talking about data points, and relative interconnectivity is talking about edges in the cluster and between the cluster. So what exactly it is? We'll try to explore it with the example. Consider these two examples. So this is cluster A. We'll assume this is cluster A. So many data points are there. It's a dense graph. This is cluster B. Now, try to study. So if you consider this example, here are two clusters, cluster A, cluster B. Now, if you study the properties of data points in the cluster, you will understand each and every data point in cluster A is having three edges, one, two, three. Okay. Similar nature you can observe even in cluster B. You take any data point. So each and every data point has a minimum of three edges, three to four edges. Now, after completing the merger, now can this property be retained? So that is the big question. And the answer to this question is found in RI, relative interconnectivity. So what does relative interconnectivity depend? So you are combining two clusters and the resulting cluster is as strongly connected as the original cluster. Okay. So now I will combine these two clusters A and B. Okay. After doing the combination, So can I have the same connectivity that was there in the original cluster? That's the question. And so the answer to this question is yes. So you can see you take this data point. So I can connect it to three data points here. You consider any data point. I have provision of connecting it to so two, three, or even four data points. So meaning that yes, definitely these two clusters are probable candidates and can be selected for doing the merger. The reason is the relative interconnectivity is satisfied here. So before doing the merger, so whatever connectivity was there, okay, how strong the edges were there, bonding was there between the points, the same thing is can be retained even after doing the merger. So this is a relative interconnectivity. I will try to understand it with one more example. Consider these two clusters. So this is C, this is D. Once again, if you study the property of data points inside these clusters C and D, you will understand each and every point is having a minimum of 3 to 4 edges. So that should be your observation. Now, if I merge these two clusters and form as one single cluster using Chameleon algorithm, will it satisfy the relative interconnectivity? So in this case, no. The answer to this question is no, because consider this point. So can I have 3 to 4 edges for this point in this case? So the answer here is no, because I just have one edge, one connectivity, which does not satisfy my relative interconnectivity, because in the original cluster, this was my original cluster. In my original cluster, the connectivity was such that each and every point had 3 edges, 3 to 4 edges. But after doing the merger, when I tried to connect the points between the two clusters, in many of the cases you can see one example I have depicted is just one edge. So in this case, you will decide that you will not be merging C and D. So cluster A and B can be merged because the RI property, relative interconnectivity property, satisfies for the Chameleon algorithm, and you cannot merge C and D. So ultimately, Chameleon algorithm ensures that whatever clusters are merged, they are very closely related to one another. Only similar clusters are merged, and ultimate outcome is you have one big cluster with data points inside which are very closely related. Now we understood how exactly Chameleon algorithm is creating larger clusters from smaller clusters using the agglomerative clustering technique with relative closeness and relative interconnectivity, that is RC and RI. The overall process we will summarize what exactly is happening. So please try to remember we are under a graph-based clustering technique, meaning that step 1, from the raw data set that you have, generate a graph. Obviously, the data set is very huge in gigabytes and terabytes, and the graph that you are getting out of this will be a dense graph. Now, if you directly give this graph to the clustering algorithm to create smaller clusters with data points closely related to one another, so it will be a very heavy job for the clustering algorithm. It will be a load on the algorithm. So, what is the solution for this? Already, as explored in many of the previous algorithms, the solution is sparsification, meaning that from the dense graph you will create a sparse graph as shown in this step. How sparse graph is created? So mechanisms were explored previously. So you can even use KNN. KNN can be used. So using which dense graph can be converted into a sparse graph. What is the difference? We had understood a dense graph has more connectivity compared to sparse graph, which is lightweight, less connectivity. So now we have completed step 2. So going to step 3. So once we obtain the sparse graph, we use the graph partitioning algorithm and split this graph into smaller pieces, smaller bits. Now, what is the benefit of doing this? So, as explored in the previous discussion, when you split a graph into smaller components, processing will be easy. Parallel processing can be done. Now, how this can help us in chameleon algorithm? So now chameleon algorithm will start from here, step 4. Okay. So what chameleon algorithm will do is it will start merging these smaller partitions, smaller pieces based on RC and RI. Okay. For example, if this cluster satisfies RC and RI for a merger with this, okay, so these two clusters will be merged. So finally, the outcome is you have clusters, larger clusters, which have been formed by merging smaller clusters using the chameleon algorithm, which uses RC and RI. So basically, chameleon algorithm is having two major phases here. One is sparsification, graph partition, and with merger. So this is the algorithm, last one. So whatever discussions were done up to this point of time has been summarized in the algorithm. So as you can see, chameleon algorithm is working in 5 steps in this algorithm. So first, build a k-nearest neighbor graph. That is, we are building a lightweight graph. So as we can see, the chameleon algorithm. This algorithm will start with a dense graph. Using k-nearest neighbor algorithm, it will create a sparse graph. From the sparse graph, we obtain smaller parts of the graph using graph partitioning algorithm. Next, then our next objective is the smaller graph pieces that we have obtained should be merged. How you are merging it using RC and RI, and this step is repeated until you merge all the clusters until no more clusters are remaining. So this was the chameleon algorithm, which is an improvisation or agglomerative clustering algorithm, which is a form of hierarchical clustering. The objective of this algorithm is merging clusters in such a way that the larger cluster that you have obtained is having the same property as the smaller clusters that were used for merging. So based on this fundamental principle, this algorithm is working. Thank you for listening.